First video on the internet, by the way. Holy, what the f. Here we go. Hey guys, this is Arthur from menvsworld.com here. I don't know what I'm doing making this video, but just for entertainment. I decided to make this video for no reason at all. So this is a disclaimer. Please, this video is entirely educational and for entertainment purposes only. Do not take any shown in this video. Do not contact anybody shown in this video. Don't take exogenous hormones. It will f up your life. It's not a joke. So send this video to your homie that you want to turn into a fucking twink or a femboy. This is 1,000 fucking words. Almost 8,000 characters. I mean, I don't even know how many hours I spent on this shit. Gathering it and researching it and fucking stripping it down. But it's still too long. So I'm gonna strip this down. I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can turn yourself or your, let's say, alien friend, alien hypothetical test subject into a femboy. Please don't do this, okay? This is a joke. This video is a joke. How do we actually become a femboy in 2026 or a twink? Firstly, I would like to define what a femboy is, right? A femboy or twink are different things. Twink is more of a build, but for the general sake, all of them are femboys. For this video, femboys are layered onto a male body, so a male that looks like a female. You wouldn't second guess it. This would be a good transition here. Obviously, we're not transitioning into shit. This guy is still a male in a female body, if that makes sense. Aesthetics, behavior, and social signaling, if you want to get into the science of it. A couple of examples for you. This is a good looking femboy. Pause no diddy. I mean that he transitioned good into being a femboy. This I took this from Wikipedia. Obviously, a lot of muscles. You can see definitions in his shoulders and forearms. This is a good transition if you have a sporty build, if you're kind of muscular. But this is fucking terrible. This requires facial surgery or heavy makeups, and also is very fucking tall. I would say if you're above 6 foot, maybe 6 foot, becoming a femboy is definitely not for you. If you have low body fat percentage and your face is very dimorphic, meaning it has a lot of structure and bone density, and you have a wide frame, you can see here he doesn't have a wide frame. They don't have a wide frame, whatever. But it's wider than their waist. So this is a terrible transition. No offense, obviously, to this whatever. And this is also fucking terrible. Maybe he can wear something else. On first glance, you can tell this is a complete femboy. Femboy status is not a medical state, by the way. It is an aesthetic plus behavior signal only. Most of the effect is reversible, social, and amplified, meaning you can change them. You are pretending them. The research I have done, I'm not gonna read through it because it's fucking long and it's boring as shit. So I'd rather just scroll through it and you can read it for yourself. I'm gonna read a couple. I mean, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Feminizing hormone therapy affects human. Anti-androgen effects on body composition. Facial feminization surgery outcomes. I obviously research many other fucking shit like cardiovascular risks of taking estrogens, anti-androgens. There's so many other fucking things like systematic review of gender affirming hormone therapies, which we have a fuck ton of in the US, by the way. I don't know who the fuck funded these studies, but holy shit, what a waste of goddamn taxpayer money. I mean, you guys in the US, holy shit. I basically gave a top down of what these studies focus on, and I'm not gonna read it because these are not important. I want to jump into the actual protocols on how to become a femboy. The only thing that you need to know is effects of pharmacology, meaning drugs people take to become more feminine, namely estradiols, some SARMs that help you transition into becoming a femboy essentially. Main things are skin and hair density, your bone mineral density, and your cardiovascular and metabolic effects. There's a lot of fucking surgical procedures, by the way, for becoming a femboy, unfortunately. I wish I didn't know this. Facial bone and soft tissue changes. Complications are insane also. Meaning you get a surgery with a good doctor, you spent a lot of fucking time. It's not reversible. You're fucked for the rest of your life. It could happen. Usually people are not fucking satisfied, by the way. Also, you need to have a good control over your voice. You should be able to feminize it via tutorials, etc. I want to actually edit the next part, add some pictures, and get back to it, right? This is basically our external presentation. Makeup I could put on, the clothing I could wear, etc. I ranked them by the highest return on investment, basically dollar value. Thigh-high socks. The first thing that you want to get is thigh-high socks. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter where it's from. I would suggest non-natural, non-cotton based products, obviously, because they destroy your fucking hormone balance and actually help you turn into a femboy. So here's a wide fucking range of them. You can choose any. Honestly, it will work for you. The next thing you're gonna get, pleated skirts. There are legitimate studies done skirts and why they fucking shrunk over the last couple years, why they have gotten all these weird fucking shapes. I'm not gonna get into that. So you want to choose a skirt. This is self-explanatory. Oversized hoodies and crop tops. So crop top is the thing he is wearing, right? It basically covers your chest and it lets your stomach show. So you're gonna get oversized hoodies depending on what archetype of femboy you're going to be. Oversized hoodies or crop tops. You need arm warmers and chokers. Now, arm warmers are like sleeves that you put on your fucking arms, right? So that's self-explanatory. And chokers. So you're gonna actually get a choker. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be basic like this shit. It could be fucking heart shape. It could be custom made. I don't really care. You're gonna get a fucking choker as well. And all of the above. What was it called? Thigh-high socks, the skirt, the fucking chokers, all have to be, this is mandatory by the way, light pastel colors. Basically every femboy reel you've seen in your life. There are obviously studies done on color psychology and how humans perceive emotions and colors. I'm not gonna recite any, but it is very, very well documented. So what we want is a bright palette. The next important thing is hair grooming and your skin quality. So this shit is gonna be expensive, especially if you want to do surgery, if you want to do it via a professional, which they know what they're doing. This shit is gonna be expensive. I don't have any range for it, but well above thousands of dollars. You can do it at home, but I don't recommend it unless you know what you're doing. Full body hair removals. Your armpits, your fucking hair pubes, on your face, your fucking back hair, maybe your mic Israel, private areas, I guess. This is medical, by the way. This is literally medical, a medical picture. I'm not showing bullshit here. You know, for some people that have sideburns, long sideburns, they can get that, and it's self-explanatory. So you're gonna get full body laser. This is your best option via a certified clinic, or full shavings via, you know, razors, etc., or full body wax, which hurts a fuck ton and destroys your skin. I don't recommend it. And eyebrow shapes. Basically, you want to pause the video, take an eyebrow shape from here. I don't recommend the exaggerated ones. Normally, males, especially Caucasian or European, have good eyebrows. They can shape it however the fuck they want without any makeup, really. But be careful, don't fuck up your eyebrows. This is very important for looking feminine. Skin tone evening, self-explanatory. You want good skin quality to look feminine, to look healthy. You know, good skin quality doesn't equate to being feminine, but on top of all the bullshit we discussed, this is gonna help you to become a femboy. You have laser procedures, you have medical procedures for it. We have nail shapings, which, you know, you gotta learn all this feminine bullshit to become a femboy. This is actually necessary. Like, don't skip this step. And accessories. Basically, you need a platform, high heel shoes, right? So this is what a platform high heel shoe is. This is gonna give you the illusion of looking feminine. Next thing you want is hair clips or bows or X ties. Basically, Hello Kitty. You seen Hello Kitty? How she has bows, hair clips, etc. You want those. Minimal jewelry. Now, this is not minimal at all. This shit is not minimal. It's just a picture I found because my browser history is fucking cooked. I didn't want to research more. So you want to pick some jewelry, maybe fucking ear piercings, or maybe some bullshit jewelry that you like, that looks feminine or maybe gothic, depending on what femboy archetype you want to go for, and buy that. Next, we're gonna talk about body composition manipulation. This is very important. I'm gonna take some other pictures, cook up my browser history some more. Oh my god, this, thank god, I didn't need to fucking cook my browser history anymore. So for body composition, we essentially have one photo that teaches us everything at the end. I'll show you. What is body composition? It's basically fat distribution and muscle insertions. For example, you've seen bodybuilders with insane biceps, bicep peaks, you know, very wide shoulders, narrow waist. This is basically body composition, how fat, muscles, you know, your veins, your tendons. Our goal for this part to become a femboy is basically we want to reduce angularity. You've seen male models, look smacksters, etc. They have angular faces. That's basically what we're trying to avoid. We want to preserve softness and avoid hypertrophy. Building muscle, obviously, you know, you go to gym, you work out to achieve hypertrophy and build muscle over a period of time. Now, training. This is going to be very important if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a fitness enthusiast, it doesn't matter what training you do. It doesn't matter if you fucking box. It doesn't matter if you do MMA. You want to have no resistance training or light lower body bias, which means you're going to be working on your thighs, on your quads, basically, on your hamstrings, on your glutes. Kind of like what women do, they just fucking work on their legs, most of them. My recommendation is honestly avoid working out at all. If you want to transition to a femboy, you need to fuck up your hormones, you need low muscle mass, low bone density, so don't fucking work out unless you have good thigh genetics or fat distribution. Basically, take a fucking look at your thighs. If it's scrumptious, if you want to fucking take a bite out of it, it could be beneficial to actually work them out, but I don't recommend it. Obviously, avoid chest, traps, delts, and forearm workouts. Cardio is actually good. I recommend it. Maybe you can do 5k steps daily. I don't recommend going 10k steps if you want to become a femboy. Your nutrition. You're gonna be in caloric maintenance or mild deficit. How you do this? Basically, there are calculators online that you put your stats in, your height, weight, etc. Other things, and tells you how many calories you need. By the way, calories are man-made numbers. It's not accurate at all. I don't recommend it. Your protein. Basically, you want very low amounts of protein to avoid building muscle and muscle protein synthesis. You want to break down the glycogen in your muscle stores, the ATP. Don't take, you know, supplements like creatine to hopefully lose some muscle and become more feminine. Now, this is very important. We only need one picture for this. So our goal for this is muscle fullness decrease, softness. What the fuck does that mean even? Basically, researchers blurred a picture of a male and a female, right? What they found is your frame or width of your clavicular bones. If you have a V-taper, your waist is narrower than your frame. You don't want that to look feminine. You basically want a boxy look. Your waist needs to be a little bit smaller than your frame, but not by a crazy amount, maybe maximum 1.1 ratio. And unfortunately, if you have a wide frame, the only way to get rid of that is surgery, really. I'm sorry, but David Lade could not become a femboy, not just because of his muscle mass and muscle density, but because his wide frame that he has. His V-taper is crazy. So we want fat distribution to dominate our appearance. It depends on our genetics and fat distribution pattern. So if we have fat in our fucking glutes, in our legs, in our stomachs, in our fucking chests, everybody's fat distribution is different. Their face, for example, I am 83 kilograms, which is very high weight, by the way. But as you can see, my face is still kind of fucking angular because my fat distribution is different from, let's say, someone else who could have a double chin at my weight. Next, I'm gonna fuck up my Google searches a little bit more and come back with skin, hair, and face signaling. So the next important step, you see a woman, she has good skin, hair, face, and you become attracted to her. And same goes for the femboys, right? It doesn't matter what gender looks at you. If you have the trifecta here, they're gonna be attracted to you. So the first thing is your hair. You want to grow the length of it, basically, to look more feminine. At the very least, I recommend like 8 inches. Here we have 12, but I recommend 8 inches to look feminine, and maybe grow bangs to hide your forehead. So you want to grow your hair out, basically, straighten or wave it depending on your preference and the trend of what the fuck the fanboys are doing on TikTok and fucking Instagram. You see their foreheads, how they covered it? You want bangs to obscure it. Basically, this area here, this hair right. The next thing is your skin. You want high hydration skin, basically. You can do it via surgery, fat grafting, or some cosmetic procedures that people do. You can do it to become a fanboy, I guess. What the fuck? And you want a matte or dewy finish, depending on what you want. Basically, you want fucking sparkling hair, you want fucking glowing hair. It doesn't matter. It's your preference. And your face. This is very important, guys. Very fucking important. Makeup illusion. Basically, you want to give yourself larger eyes, smaller nose, and a rounder cheek. So I have a big ass fucking nose. If I wanted to become a fanboy, I had to do like 2 hours of makeup. Alright? You know, you're gonna have to do a lot of fucking makeup. There's a ton of videos on how to do fanboy makeups on YouTube. So here are some good examples that I found. This is before and after. This is very light makeup, you know, but this is a good fanboy makeup and attire. This is another good fanboy makeup, I guess. It's not a fanboy, this guy, I don't know. I just took this on fucking Reddit. I have no idea if this guy is a fanboy or not. But if you hate makeup, which is fucking poisonous for you, it absolutely fucks you up. Even top quality, natural based makeups, just full of fucking oxalates, heavy metals, bullshit, it destroys you. But you're becoming a fanboy. I mean, you're gonna take some drugs, etc. So this is the least worst thing you can do for yourself. It's important here. If you don't do surgery, there's no structural changes. So people are gonna notice you have done makeup, but it's reversible. If you ever decide to unfemboy your homie or yourself or the fucking alien hypothetical subject that we have. So the next is voice and mannerism. I don't think this requires a picture, so I'm gonna read through it. Your voice, basically how I'm talking here, the tonality of my voice, which is some of it you can control, and mannerisms, you know, feminine gestures, how they fucking eat, how they behave, how they walk. Your voice pitch is very important. There's tons of fucking tutorials for some fucking reason on YouTube, so you're gonna have to search it for yourself. Your intonation and cadence and breathiness of your voice, which are basically fancy fucking ways of saying how you speak. Just listen to some fucking mommy ASMRs and you understand how to talk, alright? The loudness of your voice or the frequency of it. Your movement for your mannerisms. You want reduce strides. Just be calmer, cooler. And you want to relax your shoulders. Basically, just fucking tuck it in. Be a little fucking bitch, I guess. No offense. And you want expressive hands. Basically, you've seen TikTok girls, which they do bare minimum, bare minimum. This bullshit, and they fucking moan with their voice and shit. You can combine this with the voice to basically become fanboy overnight, I guess. And your head tilts. You see these fucking people doing this shit, fucking making TikToks and shit. And micro expressions, basically fucking winking, basically how you talk, how you smile, etc. So you're gonna be practicing on this, and it's gonna take a long time to become your second nature. So the result of all of this shit, which is voice and mannerism, becomes perception shifts, even if anatomy does not. Even if you haven't had any surgeries, this shit's gonna help you a lot to become a fanboy, I guess. Now, the next thing is social signaling. I don't think we need actually any features for this as well, so we're gonna go through it. Social signaling layer. This can, be immediate depending on your social skills or be ongoing forever. It's person dependent, right? So just make a TikTok or Instagram account with a fucking Femboy handle. I don't know what a Femboy handle is, but you can research it yourself and make a page like that. The content you're gonna do, please, for the love of fucking God, I'm not religious. I am nobody to tell you what to do, but do not do content. Do not do OnlyFans, do not do fucking corn. Don't do any of them. It's gonna fuck up your digital footprint. It's very saturated. You have no idea how saturated this is. There's no way you're guaranteed to have a successful, I guess, career of being a femboy or a twink if you do this. Like, it is heavily saturated. So you want to have soft humor for your TikTok, Instagram content. You want self-aware irony, playful vulnerability, kind of like this white monster liking girls on TikTok that you've seen. So you want to have a playful vulnerability, but not like these girls that I mentioned. You want it to actually be funny with soft humor and some irony. This is very hard, by the way, and it only comes with practice. You want to do some fucking trends. You've seen those people do fucking bullshit dances and seductive shit just to get your attention. You want to do those, which will degrade your fucking hormones even further, and your balls will be like, why the fuck am I producing any testosterone at this point? Next thing you want to do, great, social behavior, non-aggressive effects. You want to become low inhibition. So let me switch to my full cam, right? So for instance, somebody approaches me, so some bullshit to me, right? And I'm wearing my makeup and shit. You're basically gonna act like a girl. You're either gonna run away, not confront the bullshit that you're being told, and basically become low inhibition, not be bothered by anything, because you're gonna fucking receive hate. I'm telling you, you're gonna receive hate. This is very well documented, by the way, on influencer pages that are femboys. And you want high responsiveness, which basically you're gonna be adderalled out of your fucking mind, self-explanatory. And you want to kind of flirt, kind of like the trend I said, depending on what the fuck is going on. You don't want to be dominant. You just want to fucking be a little bitch to the femboy algorithm, I guess. And what do we have next? Oh, I decided, instead of showing you the dosages, which is, I think, highly illegal. I don't even give a fuck about the legality of it. I just don't want a 14-year-old kid to stumble upon this video and fucking take it literally. We have a fucking hypothetical alien here, and we want to turn it into a femboy. Now, it's necessary to say this alien is hypothetical. We don't actually have it. It's just a joke, guys. So I decided to remove the dosages and the recommendations that I had. Let's be honest, we're not doing this shit. It's gonna be a fucking long list. This shit is gonna be fucking long. So strap in or jump ahead to the next section, I guess. This is basically the pharmacological domain of what the fuck we want to do. If you're really serious, you decided all that you have done was good, and you want to become a femboy and potentially transition into a female, which I don't fucking recommend. Okay, this is very fucked up. You need this stuff. This is descriptive only. I'm not gonna give you any dosages. You can find it in the studies, but please don't take any drugs. Don't take any exogenous hormones. This shit will fuck up your life. It's not a joke. So the faster that you want to become a femboy, the worse the side effects of these drugs are. Androgen suppression. You want androgen suppression and estrogenic signaling. I guess many of you know this. Females have much more estrogen in their blood relative to testosterone and free testosterone and other liver enzymes and some other hormones that basically control their breast tissue, their glands, their voice box, their whole existence is essentially testosterone versus estrogens. So the effects of these drugs would be reduced muscle density, softening your skin, reducing your body hair density, testicular volume reduction. This shit is gonna reduce your testicular size. It's literally gonna be insane. It's like you're on fucking grams of testosterone and a bodybuilder like a week away from your IFBB show. It's very severe. Even in low dosages, these drugs are fucked up. And it's gonna shift your libido. Depending on the drug, it can change it. Your attraction, your sex drive, all of it can change. The first category is estrogens. This is primarily the feminizing agents that are used in clinical trials and studies. 17 beta estradiols, namely oral, which means it is a pill you take, or transdermal, which you inject to your fat, to your muscles, etc. Who received these drugs in the studies? Adult natal males undergoing feminizing. My god, that's a fucking long video, bear with me. Hormone therapy. And why they took it? Primary feminization signal and suppression of gonadotropins via negative feedback. Basically, you want to produce hormones that makes you a femboy or a female, I guess. Next, we have anti-androgens. Bodybuilders use these stuff to fucking control their gyno development, etc. I'm not gonna get into it. Outside the US literature, which is, in US, some of these drugs are not FDA approved, etc. In this clinical trial, who received them? It was adults with persistent androgenic effects despite estrogen. And they took it to block androgen receptor activity. It reduced their downstream of testosterone signaling. Guys, this shit is insane to reverse. You do realize this. Like, even in low dosages, these drugs will literally fuck you up. It's not a joke. That's why I'm not gonna go further into them or explain them or the dosages of them. Now, we have GnRH agonists, which are testosterone production suppression drugs. Now, some named substances are loiprodides, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no fucking clue what these two are until this fucking video, I guess, that I'm doing. I'm not gonna be much of a help for these two drugs. You're gonna have to research them on their own. But who received them in these papers? The adults requiring near total gonadal suppression. They want to fuck up their hormones for whatever reason, surgical reasons, maybe cancer-induced patients. Adolescents in pubertal suppression studies, which is pretty fucked up. Basically take the kid and they destroy their fucking hormones in Europe to see what happens to them. It's really fucked up. That's why I don't recommend researching any of this shit. Why? Basically taking any of these drugs, which are GnRH agonists, is gonna lower your LH and FSH, which are two hormones that directly control your testicular testosterone produced by your testicles. It's gonna make you a femboy. Do I need to fucking explain this shit? These are kind of research-based chemicals, kind of like peptides, and these are very fucked up. We don't know what long-term they will do to you. They could cause cancer, they could cause fucking diabetes, they could cause heart failures. We have no fucking clue. Some derivatives of this is micronized progesterone and medroxyprogesterone acetate. Subsets of adults in non-uniform protocols, which basically means they don't know who the fuck received them. It helped the group mature their breast tissue, and their libido and mood modulation got regulated. We don't really know to what extent. The evidence is very inconsistent, and it is not required. So you can skip this shit. This is, I think, only done to zoo animals, so there's not, surprisingly, not a lot of human trials on this. Surgically, they basically remove your testicles, the hormones that you previously produced, via numerous ways like orchiectomy, and it was done on adults meeting strict eligibility criteria, meaning maybe they had cancer, maybe they had a fucking health complication that the doctors decided to do this shit. It was terrible. It basically caused them to eliminate endogenous testosterone. They did not produce testosterone anymore. Guys, you need testosterone. Even if you're a fucking female or a femboy, you need it, a little bit of it, to function as a human being. Even women have it in their blood. Many people think that women don't have testosterone in their blood, which is completely, utterly bullshit, and you don't want to fucking eliminate it. No dosages exist for this. This is irreversible intervention, very invasive. These changes, all of this that I explained, are systemic and irreversible and require medical systems in real fucking humans, which we barely know. The timeline for this, I honestly don't know. It could be months to fucking years. It depends on your case. It depends on your fucking weight, depends on your age, depends on your goal, depends on what you want to do. Since I didn't recommend any dosages, I'm gonna skip this. Please don't take any drugs or do whatever the fuck this surgery was, which is extremely painful, by the way. Holy shit. Next, we have the surgical domain. So, facial feminization, which is called bone contouring. They cut your angularity of your bones. Here, it could be on your face, it could be on your body, depending on the surgeons and the surgeon's skill. And the other thing is body contouring, which is fat redistribution, like fat grafting, liposuctions, basically BBLs. I mean, holy shit, you want to be a femboy with BBL? I guess you can be. And gonadal removal. And the reality of these procedures is, no matter the skill of the surgeon, they are extremely high risk. Let me go full screen. They are extremely high risk. There's no guarantee being healthy afterwards. I mean, let's be honest, if you want to become a fanboy, you're not healthy at the slightest. But even for you, I don't fucking recommend this shit. So without that being said, the social cues, basically it's very high risk. Like I said, it's permanent. You can't change this shit, no matter how rich or, I guess, smart you are. It is not required for social clarification as a fanboy. Remember the above? It's not required for that. If you want to compress all of this into how long it will take, honestly, it could be immediate. You could be a fanboy in a week, depending on your body weight, your height, your facial dimorphism, which is extremely important, your fat distribution, your muscle sizes. So it could be weeks or days to literally years. If you want to take exogenous hormones, go through some fucking surgeries, do some invasive stuff to yourself, which I don't fucking recommend, by the way, it's gonna take fucking years and it's permanent. There are some limiting factors to being a fanboy, but like I said above, your skeletal frame, you know, the V-taper, your shoulder width, very important, your height, very important, I already mentioned it, your pelvic structure. These cap maximal femininity but do not block the category, which is a fancy way that I wrote that being a fanboy does not have a ceiling. It's always room for improvement. With that being said, this is the end of the video. This is my first fucking video on the internet. You might be wondering, who the fuck am I and why do I have this website called menvsworld? And why do I have this channel? You're gonna find out. What's the conclusion of this video? If you want to become a femboy, you can do it very easily. Like, maybe you need $100 at most. If you don't want to get insane equipment, insane attire, you can do it for $100. I don't know how femboys make money. I have no fucking clue. Unfortunately, probably most of them do, you know, content. But this was a fun video. I mean, I fucking researched and I wanted to show you my fucking Google history. So, I mean, my god, guys, look at this shit. Femboy versus twink. And I watched some fucking Coach Colton. Femboy searches, thigh-high socks variety, shirt to skirts, femboy. What the fuck? Chokers, femboy, pastel palette, full body hair removal. Oh my god, I have fucking PTSD from this. Permanent hair removal, lasers, nail polishing, minimal femboy. Minimal femboy jewelry. That's crazy. Makeup for femboys, and my god, this shit is cooked. I mean, I'm just gonna be seeing fucking femboy reels on my Instagram from now on. Holy shit. Guys, if you enjoyed, please like the video, send it to your homie. This is free, by the way. I'm gonna actually have a link that you can click and get this PDF for free if you want to. There's no payroll or any email registration. It's basically my own website. You can get this, I don't know, maybe you want to become a fanboy. Hopefully not. I hope you really enjoyed this video for whatever the fuck reason. I have no idea why you would enjoy this, but I hope you did. And please subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. There are some social medias that I will link for you. There's also my Discord and Reddit, which you can join. It's nothing fucking special. You can join them and be in direct contact with me. I don't sell any course. I don't sell any supplement. I don't sell any services. And I would like to keep it that way. I'm not here to fucking empty your pockets. Please follow me. Please subscribe to the channel. You're not gonna regret it, trust me. We're gonna have a lot of fucking interesting stuff coming up. You might be wondering what the fuck this channel is gonna be about. It's basically gonna be about pharmacology, fitness, health, nutrition, shit like this. It's completely focused on men's issues in the modern world. I try to get attention to it. I mean, I'm not the first one and I'm not gonna be the last one. Hopefully. We have a lot of fucking issues that world doesn't give a fuck about, and if it continues like this, it's gonna be a disaster. It's literally gonna be a disaster. It's just terrible. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Arthur.